Hello, so we are going to attempt to troll a new subreddit today. Maybe you've heard of NoFap. It at best is a harmless self-improvement placebo. At worst, it's pseudo-scientific nonsense. It doesn't really offend me particularly, but they are very trollable. So if you've been here before, you know the drill. It is story time. Title: NoFap made me lose my mind. A cautionary tale. I'm here to tell my story. You could take from it whatever you will, but I feel it's pertinent to this community. 2 years ago, I stumbled across NoFap on YouTube. I was in college and a virgin who felt that I had little meaning in life. I was studying business but did not really enjoy it. I had no friends other than my roommate. Day one, I felt excited, like something was actually going to give me motivation in life. By the third day or so, I was going to all my classes and actually talking to people. I had been socially anxious. Girls were not looking at me yet, but I felt I was more confident for sure. I just wanted to keep it going and see where it would take me. Then the fifth day came. I had a nasty headache and stayed in my dorm all day. I figured it was just a bad day and brushed it off. Watched TV shows so I didn't fap. I woke up on day 6 and things were back to normal, so I thought. I went to the dining hall to get breakfast, but that's when the first hallucination happened. I kid you not. I sat down with my plate and all of my food was upright at a parallel angle, congealing. I felt like it was talking to me. I tried to take out my phone, but instead of seeing its light in a regular way, I saw nothing but a glowing red wall. I stood up to get some air and immediately fell down. It's all foggy after that. Apologies for the voice crack in the last paragraph. Apparently, I'm still a teenager. Back to the story. Next thing I knew, I was in an ambulance, which I only have a flash of memory from. I was still in a haze at the hospital, but they just told me I had a panic attack and sent me home. My roommate came in to pick me up. He said I looked funny. I spent the rest of what was now day 7 in bed. I came to on day 9 with a sight so horrifying I will never forget it as long as I live. Oh, this is about to get good. I was standing in the common area of my floor completely naked with my hands covered in feces that looked like I'd smeared all over the wall. People were screaming. I don't remember much. Police showed up. I have a flash of sitting in a cop car. They committed me. Bright lights and doctors. Days on end. Then I woke up one day and felt completely normal. The medication they had put me on had finally started to work, or so I thought. The nurse came in with an amused look. She told me I'd been a lot to handle the previous night. Come to find out, I had ejaculated into a sink while they were attempting a checkup. They had been pulling and tugging on me, but my pulling and tugging was more relentless until I finished. They said they had never seen something more closely resembling a wild animal. From that point on, it was like I had my brain back. I went through the necessary process at the institution and was released a week later. I came back to my classes. Nobody would say a word to me, but every eye was on me. Sometimes I walked into a relatively silent class or library or dining hall, and other times the entire place erupted into laughter. My roommate got a transfer, so he didn't have to live with me anymore. I'm not saying NoFap caused my illness, but it was the only thing that had changed in my life recently when it happened and only stopped after I came. Again, do with this information what you will. Just take it into consideration if you are starting NoFap. Now, I am very much looking forward to seeing what happens with this post. I'm not sure which is better, the story from the last Florida Man generator video or this one, but it is bedtime, so we will check back up in the morning. Or let's be honest, I don't wake up till the afternoon. Well, similar to the first Florida Man video, this post has been removed by the moderators. We're dealing with another community here that is full of rules, has a lot of mods, so this is not that surprising that they sniffed this out as a shitpost, but don't worry, I have an idea for somewhere we can move this post to. NoFap Christians, here I come. Oh, you Puritans are gonna have a great time with this post if I can actually get it to stay up. Someone doesn't just pull it down. I'll come back tonight to see what happens.
He's a worker of the Antichrist. Beware!
You know what? Now that I've been outed, there's no point in trying to deny it anymore. I do indeed
Work for the King of Evil himself.
He has presented evidence to this effect, the first point being that I am a business student, and of course the love of money is the root of all evil. He goes on to explain how my starting NoFap in this story caused the 7 demons living inside of me, such as Magdalene, to start tearing at me to prevent me from leaving the kingdom of hell. He also mentions that he has 3,000 days without beating off, which probably does a lot to explain his insanity. We have another preacher here named Rock Hard Faith. You can't make this stuff up. He goes on quite a long sermon. I'll read you some of it, but I'll spare you the majority.
What you described is completely demonic. You need to completely surrender to the Lord and let Him cast out all the demons that possess you. You can be free of your demons. Pray with me. Jesus, I am weak and need you in every way. Without you, I am helpless against all evil in this Satan-controlled world.
I think he has an imagination and a need for attention. I think he made it all up. You know what? When you're right, you're right. I see no lies here. And these are also some pretty impressive logical deduction skills as far as a Christian goes. I just love a subtle burn. Never would I ever expect to see a post like this on NoFap Christians, lol. Well, I'm glad someone at least could have a sense of humor about this. Anyway, that was a nice change of pace. The Florida Man generator will be back the next time we go on Reddit, though. So I'm thinking maybe I'll make a quick return to TWS first to, well, I have an idea. I won't spoil anything yet. Chatroom Surfer logging out. Subscribe or else the demons may get you too!